Deb from Delta Bella Designs, where we create art from crochet. And today we are going to learn how to make the double crochet V-stitch. I call this the modern double crochet V-stitch. It's a little bit different than the traditional double crochet V-stitch, which has a chain one space between the double crochets. This one does not, so it makes a little denser fabric than the rope or the classic double crochet V-stitch. And today we are going to make this. This is a great easy stitch for beginners. It makes wonderful baby blankets with lots of and color changes to create new rows. Is amazing. It's one of my favorite stitches. It's a go-to stitch because I can make lots of different things. So if you're ready, let's get started. Put the sample off to the side and let's pick up our hooks and our yarn. And today I'm using a bright green yarn. And for this stitch, you need to make any even number of chains. Today I've started with 18 chains. All right, so to start with, we are going to work in the fourth chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that fourth chain from the hook, we're simply going to make 2 double crochets. And as a refresher, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop so that you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. That's our first double crochet. Now to make the V-stitch, we've got to work a second double crochet stitch in that same chain space. So I'm going to yarn over and insert into the same space, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That has created our first double crochet V-stitch. We're now going to skip 1 and we're going to work into the next stitch. We're going to do the same thing, 2 double crochets in that next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, double crochet. So we're going to pull through 2 and pull through 2. Make another double crochet in that same chain space. And now we're ready to skip 1 and 2 double crochets in the next chain space. If you've mastered the double crochet, this is a great stitch to use to create your new creation or your new project. It's very simple. 2 double crochets, skip 1, 2 double crochets in the next chain. Very simple repeat. And once you get the rhythm down, it goes very quickly. Skip 1, 2 double crochets in the next. It makes a great stitch pattern for baby blankets, big blankets, lots of different things. It's a very popular stitch as well. 2 double crochets. Skip 1, 2 double crochets in that same chain space. Skip 1, 2 double crochets. And then we're going to do a double crochet, skip 1 and do a double crochet in the one double crochet this time in the very last chain. Okay. And we've finished row 1. We are now going to chain 3 and turn our work. For the second row, this is our repeat row. You're going to repeat this. We are now going to work in between those first 2 double crochets. So we're going to 2 double crochets. We're going to skip the first double crochet. In between those two, we are going to do our pattern, our stitch pattern. Double crochet and a second double crochet in that same space between those 2 double crochets. Now we're going to skip 2 double crochets, and in between the next ones, we're going to do 2 double crochets. Skip 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets between the next 2. You're always working between 2 double crochets. You always skip 2 double crochets. So your V stitches line up inside of each other. And repeat that going across. Skip 2 double crochets. Make 2 double crochets in between those next 2 double crochets in the previous row. Skip 2 double crochets, and in the next space between them, 2 more double crochets. Skip 2 double crochets, and 2 double crochets in the next. We are at the end of our row, so we're going to skip 2 double crochets, and in that space we're going to do 2 double crochets, and now we're at our chain, our turning chain. We're going to make a single, or we're going to make 1 double crochet in the top chain of that turning chain. And that's how we end the row. So again, now we've created row 2. We can now chain 3, turn, and we're ready for the 3rd row. Making 2 double crochets in between each of the V stitches from the previous row. We're going to repeat that across. Always skip 2 double crochets and work 2 double crochets between the next 2, which was the V stitch from before, the row before. Skip 2 double crochets. Skip 2 double crochets in between the next 2 double crochets of the previous row. Skip 2, make 2 double crochets in the same space. Skip 2 double crochets again in the same space. And one last time, skip 2, and in between those two, 2 double crochets. Once again, we are at the end of our row, and we're going to make a double crochet in the top of that turning chain. And that is how you make the modern V-stitch, double crochet V-stitch. That's what I call it, is the modern one, where we don't have the chain one in between. Thank you very much for stopping by Dolce Bella Designs. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe button down below. And as always, don't be afraid to leave a comment as well. And we will see you next time. Happy crocheting!